we came out and played really hard, which we've done the last 3 games in a row now, as hard as we played all year. Thought our defense was outstanding in that first half when we took the lead. I thought, DJ Stewart's 2 threes in a row, back-to-back threes. One was in transition, I think, from Iverson, and another one was in the deep corner against the zone. Kind of broke the game open for us, and we never looked back. I thought, Davon did a great job today. When you look at him, he had 10 points, 9 assists, and only 1 turnover. This was his best game as a Bulldog. So excited about that. I thought DJ was fantastic. He and Iverson both really did a great job for us offensively. Tolu was very good, especially starting the second half. He really did a great job, and we were able to play a lot of our guys today, which was good to get more experience there for Quentin and for JD. So I was happy about that. And I thought Derek Fountain, who I'm really high on. I mean, Derek Fountain is someone that is going to end up playing meaningful minutes for us here the rest of this year. He's a good player, and I'm excited about. I thought Abdul did a great job again on the glass. It's all things he does. Show up, 7 rebounds, really changes the game. He does so many things well defensively for us. It makes up for a lot of mistakes that we make. And my heart falls out to Iowa State too, because they're without 2 of their starters. They're just coming back off of the COVID protocol. They were out for 2 weeks. This is their second game since they started to come back, and it's really been obviously a tough experience for them dealing with all the COVID issues.
You and I have talked a ton about turnovers and the need to limit those. Your team only had 10 today, and then on defense, you forced more than 20 and turned that into a third of your offense. What did your guys do well to limit their turnovers today?
I thought we were good with the ball. We didn't take a lot of chances, make a lot of mistakes. We were playing against zone quite a bit, and did a good job attacking that. I figured they'd play some zone. We weren't sure who was going to be eligible to play and who wasn't. Somebody's phone's on right now in there in your chat, but I was really pleased, Neil, with a number of performances, most notably Davon Smith. I thought he did a great job today, moving the ball with 9 assists, only 1 turnover. DJ also had 5 assists, 0 turnovers. Those 2 guys right there had 14 assists between them and only 1 turnover. So I thought Davon was very instrumental. Us only have 10 turnovers because he really shared the ball and took care of the ball and had it in his hands a lot.
Well, and DJ's all-around game today, it seemed like it wasn't just scoring for him. He did just about everything well and didn't turn it over at all in the course of his time on the floor.
Yeah, he played great defense on Bolton. Bolton's a really tough matchup. He had 18 points, but he was only 4 for 11 from the field. He got a number of those points in garbage time when we were up big. I really thought that DJ's defense, as it is every night, was spectacular. And to play a game and not have to play those guys, anybody more than 26 minutes was great.
You talked about the young guys. I did catch that, and the crowd heard it too, or our listeners heard it too a moment ago. But how beneficial is it when they don't get a ton of time in live action to get those guys in the game, especially guys like Keandre and Anderson and Derek, who are big-time players for you in practice every day?
Yeah, I thought Derek really played well today. He came in. He's very confident now. Derek's going to be a really good player for Mississippi State. He's versatile. He can play both the small forward and the power forward. He's gotten about 20 pounds stronger since he's arrived here. He has a really good feel for the game on offense. He's a good passer, good fundamentals. And he's close to breaking in our top 9, to be honest with you. And I thought Anderson did a good job. I was really excited for Anderson, who's a great kid who brings it every day, hit the 3, and then great job by Davon to drop off that dunk for him. And Keanu was obviously excited to be in there, and he was able to get up 6 shots in 6 minutes.
Coach, you mentioned the limiting the mistakes and the turnovers. It seemed like Iverson and DJ kind of slowed down tonight when they had the ball. How much of a factor was that in limiting the turnovers?
A big factor. It was great. I was especially excited though about Davon because he was jump stopping in the lane, slowing down, kicking it out. All things we're trying to teach and preach. I thought he had a consummate game today. Really scored well in transition. When he's in there, our transition offense is at its best because he really pushes it hard. I thought Iverson was great in terms of scoring, and he creates so much offense off his own dribble. But he made some nice passes too. He fed Tolu early, and we gave up 2 free throws. Man, Tolu should be very mad right now because he had 2 foul shots taken away from him that were both in. He was really 6 for 6 tonight, and so I was disappointed about that early in the game. But just glad to get a win and get back on the winning ways as we head out for another road game here on Tuesday.
We'll swing it over to Garrick Hodge. Garrick, go ahead.
And after 2 tightly contested games on the road against 2 really good opponents, how beneficial is it going to be for the young guys to watch this film and see, for the most part, a really complete effort against a Power 5 team?
It'll be good. We're not going to be able to see that much film of this because we're moving right on to Arkansas. But they all have access to it, and I'm sure they'll watch it. And it was just fun to get I was really happy, for example, to see Andrew Junkin get in the game at the end. He's such a great kid, a great teammate, and Reggie Morris and Isaac Stansberry. All these kids who got in, they're all really important for our team. We have a really good group of young men on this year's team, and I'm really, really proud of them for just how supportive they are of one another each and every day.
Got time for a few more for Coach. Let's go to John. John, go ahead.
Ben, obviously you're in uncharted waters right now with obviously playing COVID. I'm sure you never had to really play a team like this that's only played in 1 game in the last 20 days before today. What were the conversations like with your team prior to this game? Did you have to say anything to them to kind of make sure that your team still was up for the game despite Iowa State missing a couple of key guys?
Yeah, the players didn't know that we're missing key guys to right before the game because we didn't know. We didn't learn for sure who was going to play and wasn't going to play literally 10 minutes before the game. When we got here, we knew that Solomon Young was not here, and also Jalen Johnson. We weren't sure if Trey Johnson was going to play because he was warming up. We weren't sure if number 5, who's a very good player for him, Coleman Lands, was playing. This is his first game back, and he had some big shots in the first half there. And I wasn't worried about that, to be honest with you, because we're coming up with 3 losses in a row. I mean, we needed to get a win desperately.